Cheers, everybody. Welcome back to another beer review. And in this one, well, you would have thought I'd be sick and tired of actually drinking and reviewing Spanish beer. And to be honest with you, I am. So why the hell have I got this one to do? I don't know really. I kind of like picked it up from Aldi, and it's one I've never done before. So and I don't think it's exactly Spanish, but it might be brewed out there. Welcome to another beer review, boys and girls, and today we have got Aldi Grande. What does that look like? What label does that look like? This is what Aldi are experts in doing. Um, Getting away with it legally as well, because they look for the legal loopholes whenever they put up something similar to something else. And yeah, so their kind of like interpretation of Madri. Yeah, this bloke, does he look like Spanish? Oh, I don't know. He looks a bit of a. Well, I suppose he does. Is that what Aldi interpret as a typical Spanish waiter? Waiter, waiter. There's a fly in my soup. I don't know. Anyway, 4.6% ABV, 600 ml bottle. What can I tell you about this? Well, to be honest with you, there is nothing remotely interesting on the back. To be honest, um, it says specially produced for Aldi stores. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. It says it's brewed in Spain, so it is brewed in Spain. This. Who brews it? I'll tell you what, I'm going to pause this video. I'm going to look up who's brewed this beer. Just looked and I can't find any information on the web, unless I'm looking in the wrong place, of who's brewed this. So it's £1.75. I gather 660 ml bottle. Let's crack it open. You can tell how enthusiastic I am just by the tone of my voice. I'm thinking, Christ, another Spanish lager. Scale with. Yeah. Malty, of course. Slight sweetness to it. And to be honest, you know, that's what you expect, isn't it? That's what you expect. This is slightly chilled. It's not chilled. It's been in the fridge for a couple of hours. Um, let's have a look at it. Oh, God. As you can see, very clear, very lively, even. Thin in head. You know what it is with Aldi? They've got all these, you know, all these lagers on their shelves. You got their Madri looking rip-off. You've got their Moretti looking rip-off. You've got the Kronenberg looking rip-off. And it's ideally psychological, isn't it? It's a psychological way of pulling in customers. People who are, let's face it, I've talked about this before a lot on this channel. Brand loyalty. Brand loyalty. People will only drink Guinness. People will only drink John Smith's. People will only drink certain lagers. You know, and Aldi have got the UK customer down to a T, really, when they do this, because they must shift a lot of it. So, beer in a glass, lots of carbonation, thin in white head. Let's get a whiff again. It's like sweet corn note there, which you get. I'm just gonna go in. Cheers. Um, It's to serve a purpose. It's serving a purpose for me right now because I've been out all day today, been out on the coast. I've been strutting up me stuff, trying to do a walking video, which is not going to come to surface because I just knackered it up. Come back to review this. What do I think of it? I go in and give you my proper appraisal of this. Sweet on the front end, slight malty, hint of biscuity, slight hint of metallic from me. Mouthfeel is what do you expect? It's nondescript, boring mouthfeel is what you expect. Towards the back end, you do pick up a slight hint of metallicness. The body of the beer is slightly light, but I think the colder you have it, the more refreshing it would be. And it's pretty bland. Apart from that, it's pretty bland. But like I say, it serves a purpose. It's a very ordinary supermarket lager dressed up in a brand which the UK customer, average Joe, recognises and pulls them in with it. And that is exactly Aldi to a T, isn't it? When you think about it. There is some good beers in Aldi. Is it the Steinhauser? Schleiserhauser? That's a good beer. That's a good beer. But this, as it going in, it's like a pack of cards. It's like a house of cards. This beer, because the more you go in, the more it just flops away and collapses. Because the more you discover once you get peeling away at the onion skin, don't know where that came from. Peeling away at the skin of this beer, how boring and bland this beer is. And it's basically there for a purpose, isn't it? To draw the UK customer in. When they pick up their when they pick up their burgers from Aldi for their barbecue, they'll see this and they'll say, "Oh, let's get hold of that," you know. But to be honest with you, if you get off on stuff like this, then you got to be a very boring, bland type of person because that is not exciting. One more for the road, boys and girls. There's a fly there. Aldi Grande, give it a miss. Just give it a miss. See you on my next one. Bib bib.